This is our donut circle, which is a 60-foot radius, and it's paved, but it's been resealed in September of 2017. Now all the cracks were repaired, and the surface was sealed. And so the county, St. Louis County, does all the mowing, so we're good there. So we have a paved center pad here where the pilot stands, and then you look out towards the square pad and the pavilion. So that's our first circle. It's the one that we don't use as much. We use a square pad more than anything. Now this is what we call the square pad because it truly is square in shape. It's a 75-foot radius, 150 foot square. It was in fairly rough shape, and so it was repaved with a new layer of asphalt, and then that asphalt has since been sealed, so it'll survive the winter. So we had some fairly extensive damage out here, cracks and peeling, and that has all since been repaired. This is now an extremely smooth circle. So if you bounce a landing out here, it's not the circle's fault. Now we have not, the painting has not happened yet. There's going to be a 75-foot circle out here, and in the middle there's going to be a 10-foot diameter circle. Now we have all the flags up because today is the World Cup. We're hosting the F2A Control Line Speed World Cup today and yesterday and 2 more days after that. So that's why there's a bunch of activity here today. Now we also have a carrier deck out here, and it's a concrete carrier deck, so it's permanent. This is the center pad for the 60-foot lines. We need to get all this grass kind of cleaned up, and then maybe do some repairs with the concrete. We'll see. But it's usable as it is. And as you walk towards the carrier deck, I believe this is the center pad for the 15 carrier, which is the 52-foot lines. And then down here is the actual carrier deck. Now some people say it is sunk, but we've had enough floods that there's enough silt and dirt deposited so that the ground has actually come up. But we have the carrier bags, and we do plan on hosting a carrier contest in 2018. Now the speed circle, there's only 2 of these in the United States. There's one in Whittier Narrows, California, Whittier Flying Site in the LA area, and this is the other one. But you enter the speed circle this way, and then we don't have the pylon in there just yet. And the speed circle also got all of its cracks repaired and it also got sealed, so it's now smooth too. So the pylon gets installed here, and I'll show you some video of that when we get that in. That tent over there is where the judges are going to be for the FAI speed. But as you can see, this is a fenced-in area, so if there's a problem with an airplane, the spectators are protected. Okay, now this is the pylon installed, and so the pylon just goes into the ground. Now this pylon, which is our new one, that Allen key right there, that can adjust the height, and then the handle. This is an F2A pylon mount, which goes into here, and so the pilot hangs onto this and swings around. So you don't see these very often at a flying site. Now it's interesting about the grass around the edge. That's important for us in that when the speed guys fly, they have dollies, and the dolly comes off, and we don't want it hitting the fence, so when it hits the grass, it comes to a nice gentle stop. And of course you exit the same way you go into the circle. Then over here is our pavilion. And that is a fantastic place to get out of the sun, the rain, and we also have picnic tables in there. And what we do is we'll have awards, we'll just sit down to eat lunch or whatever. But that's an awesome thing to have at this site. So there's a lot of grass, and out there past the carrier circle near the trees we also have a combat circle. There's actually 3 combat circles out there. Now the pavilion area, you can the control line speed guys are getting set up.